What was that noise?
Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. So today you find me and Steve in this really old farmhouse. Now there is no known hauntings here. We're not sure of any history here and we're not sure how long this place has actually been abandoned. But it is very, very old. It's definitely a farmhouse and it's very, very old, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, it's got loads of old fixtures and fittings.
It has. But let me just show you guys this amazing piano. Like a lot of abandoned places, we do find a lot of pianos. So yeah, let's crack on with the investigation and show you this amazing piano we found. So as we walked through the door, we come into this room and we saw this absolutely beautiful piano. I mean, look at the craftsmanship on this. It's absolutely beautiful. If you guys are into your pianos, that's the name of it. John Broadwood and Sons, London. So if anyone knows anything about pianos, that's the make of the piano. So we do have our EMF reader up on the piano. It hasn't gone off since we've been here. Been about half hour, 45 minutes.
About
just
that, yeah.
Taking pictures, doing B-roll. It hasn't actually gone off yet. But yeah, I wouldn't like to guess how long this has been abandoned, to be fair. It is really old. I mean, even the light switches are really old, aren't they?
Yeah.
So...
That was just a car door, guys.
I think it was. I think it was a train. Yeah, it's a car door. I think we better move to another room. Right, so guys, as I was saying about the lights, light switches are quite old in this property, which makes me think it's a very old property. Even the stone floor is so old with the stone floor. And this is your front door. So I mean, look at that. I mean, safety-wise, I don't even think that would be really safe. If that was your front door nowadays, it would be safe too,
someone
would
would
it?
get in there, wouldn't they?
Little tiny cupboard there. Maybe where you hung your coats and stuff. It is a very small property, guys. That's your back door. Another little cupboard there, maybe utility cupboard, maybe, not really sure.
Got a nice little, you like your little chandeliers, didn't you?
I like switches as well.
Light switches.
Yeah, I find them fascinating. How all old farmhouses have the same light switches every time. Yeah, this I'm guessing would be the kitchen, but you can tell how old it is because, I mean, look how old that sink is, guys. It's a proper old-fashioned farmhouse kitchen, this, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen a sink like that while we've been doing this.
No, I don't think we have, to be fair. Not this old, anyway. And then, obviously, you've got your bottles. I wouldn't like to know what's in that bottle. Maybe homemade brew, homemade beer, maybe. And then your little iron. So you can tell this is a very, very old. And then that may be where you would have had your little Stone Island. Your stone cooker. But yeah, it's definitely creepy in here, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a definitely nice little place.
Yeah, definitely creepy. I mean, oh, Jesus, frightened me. There's another little bottle down there, guys. They must have been into home making their own, maybe their own beer or something, or making their own remedies of some sort, because I keep seeing all these little tiny bottles lying about. Yeah, isn't it? I think all old farmhouses.
I think farmhouses do give you a bit of a spooky vibe. It's because of the way that, like you said, the old fixtures and fittings, it kind of
gives it spooky.
Sets a scene.
Yeah, and with all the
nature's taken over.
Yeah, with all that coming
through the window.
Of an evening, this would give a different vibe. I think
Definitely.
A very creepy vibe. But unfortunately, due to where this location is, we just could not come here for an evening. I even think if we had night vision cameras, this would be impossible to come to an evening.
Neighbours are next door.
It's just an impossible place to come to of an evening.
It's
hard enough during the day.
It's one of those villages where people know that you're not from there.
And they know this is abandoned and no one should be in here. So yeah, so we thought what we'll do is we'll come during the day. Now, we've never seen anybody come to this place, by the way. Never seen anybody document it on YouTube, and we've never seen anyone do a paranormal investigation here either. It's just unfortunate that sometimes you do have to come during the day to these properties, but...
Sorry, it's just someone walking past next door. It's done, he's gone.
You sure?
Yeah, he's gone.
It's just unfortunate that, we have to come to these places during the day. This is only our second investigation we've done during the day, haven't we? We did do one during the day.
Yeah, we've only done... This is our second one, I believe.
Yeah. But I believe, I don't know whether you guys believe, if you watched our other videos, I've always said, it doesn't matter what time of day you try and communicate with a spirit. If they're going to communicate, they're going to communicate. I don't think they wear a watch and be like, oh, it's 12 o'clock, let's come out and communicate. So for me, I just think it doesn't matter what time of day you come. It just doesn't give off the whole scary vibes, you know.
That's why we use...
These are easier to debunk during the day as well. So if you do capture something falling, like if that was to fall over, or if something was to fall, or one of them bottles was just to randomly fly off the shelf, we know you can see that 100% without being in night vision or without it being too dark. You can actually see it happen. So there is a plus of going during the day, isn't there?
Yeah, it's more safer as well, I think.
Yeah.
Because like you said, if someone comes in and you've got to escape and run, you can see where you're going.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, just unfortunately some places you can only do during the day. But this is our only second daytime investigation, I believe. Right. So if there are any spirits here with us, in this really old farmhouse, maybe you used to live here, or maybe you're just a passing spirit, are you able to communicate? Now, there are a number of ways you can communicate with us. You can communicate via a device, which is known as an EMF reader. Flashes all different colours if you go near it or hold on to it. If you don't want to do that, you can push the EMF reader off the shelf. You're more than welcome to do that. Or there are some bottles here as well that maybe the previous owner used to make homemade brew or something. There's an eye in there as well. I mean, that's quite close to the shelf. You could knock that off. Or failing that, you can just do the old-fashioned taps and bangs. So if we can communicate with anybody today, that would be great. So are you willing to communicate with us today?
So I'm now going to introduce ourselves. My name is Steve.
And my name is Dolly.
We like to go around to these abandoned buildings just to see if there is any life after death. See if any spirits that used to live here that can come back to where their happy memories were.
And most of all, proof that there is paranormal.
Maybe you could perhaps go towards that black device on the windowsill. If you go towards that, the lights will change from green to amber to red. Failing that, you can maybe flick one of the glasses to make a tinging noise.
You seem really on edge.
It's because there's someone so close next door, and it does put you on edge because you know you shouldn't be in here. But yeah.
You can be in here, it's an abandoned building, but yeah, what you're saying is you don't know how they'll react.
People frown upon it.
Yeah. You don't know if he's angry and he's like got a farm, like he's a farmer because it's farmland. So you don't know whether there's going to be a farmer that comes out with a gun or something threatening you.
I mean, I know of people that have had weapons pulled on them.
Yeah, so people have told us stories about things like that happening. And that is during the day, isn't it? That's
so it is always safe if you do want to do this.
Never come on your own. Never explore during the day on your own or of an evening on your own. Never explore on your own at all. And never do paranormal investigations on your own. It's always safer to take someone else with you.
And if the property's, our motto is if the property's too big, we'll take someone along.
Yeah, sometimes we do
Safety
take another
in numbers,
team.
yeah.
Yeah. Not always though. When we
Well,
first
we
started,
have,
we always
yeah.
used to go on our own.
Do you want to try another room?
Is that a peacock or something?
That's some sort of wildlife. Yeah. Why are you laughing? Because I look on edge.
No, you know, we went to the zoo and I told you to go and stand near that ostrich and it like started biting you and running
Yeah.
after you and you're running around the zoo with this ostrich chasing you. I just had that image and then I thought, what happens if like a massive angry peacock comes through the door? It can happen.
That's happened to me a few times. I remember when I was feeding, I can't remember if it was a goat, and it nicked the bag of food off of me and swallowed it whole. I thought I nearly killed it, and then I went to the lady, I said, he stole the food and he swallowed the bag, and she goes, oh, they do that all the time.
So yeah, we should make a documentary of our life because honestly guys, you would not believe it. It is very comical, isn't it?
It's eventful, let's put it that
eventful,
way.
yeah. No, but seriously though, animals do get angry, don't
Yeah.
they? So
Especially if they feel
so
threatened.
you've got to be careful of animals as well, not just angry farmers. Nice, but I do like farmhouses though, and all fairness, I do.
Yeah, they are nice.
Why don't we stand by, this is just an idea, why don't we just stand by that door? Because this is where they would have come, the most activity you would have had a house is a door. They come in and out, it's the only way in and out of the house. So if we stand by the door, see if we can get them to knock on the door.
Yeah, go on then. That's
That's the only thing I can think of. So yeah, go for it. Just trying to work out this wallpaper. This wallpaper's come back in fashion now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll put that on there as well so you can get that.
Yeah, just in case it does go off. Not that it ever does. Right, so we're now standing by your front door. Is it literally just a front door to the outside, or is there a porch?
I can't open that.
No, I know you can't open it, and you can't open
There
the
must
actual
be
front
front
door.
door's not a no-go.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So in between the front door, there's a porch.
There would be a porch.
Nothing's in there statistically, unless there's someone trapped inside there. No one should be in that door.
It's strange. If you can hear that noise, guys.
I think that's just one of them old-fashioned meters that spin round.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely no electric here.
There's no electric here, but that's going
We've
off.
tried. And we've gone round like we do in every property with our EMF reader just to make sure that there's no electric here. So yeah, I don't know why that's going off. So if you can hear my voice and you are an old previous owner of this property, or you're just a spirit in passing and you can hear my voice and you'd like to communicate with me today, you're able just to tap on the door that's right behind Stephen, please, or even move a latch on the door. There's a latch on the door that you could lift up. I mean, that would be quite hard because it's probably really stiff, but...
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. Very
Never
stiff.
say never.
Well, yeah, never say never.
You able to do that for us, please?
That ticking noise is really annoying.
I know it is, it's contamination.
Yeah.
I just thought it was worth a shot because, like I said, if spirits do come back to the happy place, right?
Yeah.
Where all their memories are, or if they do come back to their property, do they just walk in their property, or do they just float in through walls like films? We just don't know. So I was just thinking, if I'm in someone's property and I'm calling out for them, would they just walk through the door? I don't know.
I personally think they would. They'd probably reenact what they would do when they was living.
It's just a theory, and again, it's just an experiment because nobody knows. You've got to try everything. I just think trying everything, every experiment you can think of, just try it. As long as you're not giving false positives, then try it. What was that?
What was that noise?
What the fuck was that? Oh, fucking hell, ain't a gun, is it?
That
Like
was
a
a
phone
bang.
gun. Is he coming from upstairs? What the fuck is that?
You can't rule that out, that bloke next door. But it sounds like it's coming from upstairs.
That was done. car door would have been, you know, we've been to loads of places where car doors are shut. That to me sounded like boom.
If that is you trying to make communication, would you be able to make that noise again, please?
This place would be well scary of an evening.
Of a night time, it would be a different
But
vibe.
because of the noise contamination, the windows are all blown out, you wouldn't be able to do it here. You wouldn't get the right reading.
Mm.
Because like I said, during the day you can see things a lot easier, so you can quickly debunk. Of an evening you wouldn't be able to see it as much. And you can't rule out someone messing about because they've seen our lights in here and throwing stuff at the windows and we think it's paranormal. So you just got to be careful.
I mean, I think it's weird that everything's gone, but they've left the piano.
A lot of people leave their pianos because they're very expensive to transport, aren't they? Or maybe they just don't want them anymore. But we see a lot of pianos in properties. That noise was really weird. It sounded like it come from upstairs. We'll go upstairs in a minute just to prove there's no one here, but it did sound like it come upstairs. I didn't want to go running upstairs.
Yeah.
In case, like you said, it was a car.
Because there is someone quite close next door, isn't there?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So
this is why you couldn't do this of an evening.
You can't rule that out.
You just couldn't do this place of an evening. Because of an evening, you can't look out the window and see if there's anybody out there. You'd have to turn your lights
And
off.
if you put a torch out, then it's...
Exactly. Whereas we can look now without, hopefully, them seeing us if we're quick. So we are now in your front room, we believe. Would have been a front room. And we're by this beautiful piano. Maybe you played a piano with your family. I heard it again, Steve. So if that is you tapping or banging, it sounds more like a bang to me. If that is you, are you able to tap on the piano just so we can hear you? Then statistically, that should go off.
Yeah.
They tap on that piano, that EMF reader should go off. That's why I put the trigger objects near an EMF reader.
Could you come and play us a tune, please?
The only other thing I can think of that noise would be, you know, like, because we're in farmland, you know, someone shooting from a distance, but you would have heard it more outside, see?
Or if they've got like an old-fashioned fireplace and they're cutting up logs, it would make a noise.
No, it sounded like boom. I heard it, it's coming from upstairs, I'm sure it is. It's just hard. This is why we can't do outside investigations, because we don't use equipment. So if we used REM pods or used other equipment like apps, it'd be easier to go outside and do it. Unfortunately, we don't. So for us, it's just too much contamination from wildlife.
Yeah,
and the trees moving and...
Whereas we like to do it the old-fashioned way with the using your own senses and the knocks, the bangs. Potentially if they can push things. As Dolly said, it is quite hard to investigate some of these locations we go to.
But even of an evening, you'd hear, because we're in farmland.
You'd hear foxes screaming, you'd hear the lot.
So I don't think it'd make a difference whether we come at an evening or of daytime. It's just obviously of an evening that we couldn't get here of an evening. It'd be too dangerous to get here.
So if there are any spirits here that are perhaps upstairs, Dolly thought she may have heard some knocking or banging noises. Not sure if that is yourself. Could you perhaps do that again for us, please?
So we're now in the pink room. it would have been a bedroom at some point to somebody that used to live here. So if you can hear me, I know it sounds a bit repetitive, but if you can hear my voice, are you able to communicate in the bedroom, please? I can imagine years ago when this was all done up, it was lovely. I did think I heard you earlier on. I thought I heard two bangs coming from up this way. So if you was up here, you're able to walk along the landing or actually walk into this room so we can hear your footsteps. And then go towards that green light for us. Or knock the green light over.
As Dolly said, it is quite repetitive at the beginning. Until we get some form of communication, then we can ask some more questions. At first we just want clarification that there actually is somebody in this property. Then we can move forward with other questioning. Because we do have a lot of questions that we would like to ask.
And yet so little answers that we're always left with more questions when we leave these properties. Do you mind us being in your home?
Do you feel threatened or intimidated? Or are you happy that people are here seeing what you used to see? Perhaps you can make a knocking noise like this.
That was kind of like what the noise sounded like, but hearing it a little bit more further away downstairs. Hopefully the mics have picked it up.
Yeah, the walls are quiet.
If the mics have picked it up, at least we'll know how close it was.
Exactly, yeah.
And we can rule it out then.
We have been in this property for some time now.
And we haven't really heard much. The first thing that we've heard was the bang.
But that is not significant enough for us to put down to paranormal. So if you could do something for us that's very loud, as Dolly said, maybe walk along the landing. That was my knee. I mean, it is wooden floor, so you would be heard if you're walking. Or could you perhaps whistle?
Yeah. Of an evening, this place definitely would give off a different vibe, 100%. Yeah. But
I know if this was the evening, I would probably be a lot more on edge.
Yeah, and then the little noises that you do hear makes you even more on edge. And then you feel like you haven't conducted a thorough investigation.
But yeah, as you said, we've done the daytime investigations, our second one. We do have a theory, and so do others. If there is such thing as paranormal, it's not going to happen at a certain time. So that's why we come out and do these different experiments just to see if we can capture anything different.
We do as many as we can of an evening, but yeah, fortunately this one wouldn't be able to do of an evening. But again, it's good to try different things, isn't it?
Exactly.
Because that's what we do.
There's no right way or wrong way of doing something.
No, there isn't.
It's just all experimental.
It is.
So yeah, it's very quiet, apart from the animal life.
That's lively. But because we're in the country, it's going to be like that all the time, I think. Like you say, of an evening, you're going to get the foxes screaming.
The foxes screaming.
Which always sounds like, the foxes scream always sounds like a child crying.
Yeah.
So you don't want to noise contamination from that either. But it has been a lovely lovely little property to look at anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you don't always have to get paranormal. You can come to these places, and as you've said in the past before, it's nice to see how people used to live.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
and imagine how it used to look when it was fully furnished.
Yeah, exactly. But paranormal is such a rare phenomena, and I understand that, and a lot of people understand that. So when we do get it, I keep hearing this really weird. Oh, it's your mouth.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's you.
There is like a little bird out there making some weird little noises.
Oh, it was that I heard then. Yeah, I thought it was you.
It's obviously calling.
Yeah. Not really much more we can do here, to be fair. Lovely little property. We've tried to do a paranormal investigation here.
There's been some noise contamination, unfortunately.
There has, yeah. But as I said, we'll review the footage back just in case the noise that I did hear did come from up this way, because I can't explain that. Because it was definitely like on a wall. It wasn't on floorboards, because floorboards is like this. That's floorboards. It was more like a dun dun.
It was more, you said it sounded more like this.
Sounding more like that, but not with your finger, more with your feet, like with a glove on, so it isn't so like that. That's what it sounded like, but I heard it from downstairs. But we'll review the footage. We always do a footage review anyway, because that's how we've found the breath on the static camera. So it's always worth doing our footage review. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed this investigation, and until the next investigation, guys, take care and we'll see you there.